tuning in is a natural focus that is within you now.
Right.
When you experience one of your memories, that is what you're doing. You're tuning into that already recorded timeline.
I see.
One version of it. As you understand that with every step that you take in your development, you can change that perception of the past and are actually choosing a different timeline to define as being your past.
So when we look into the sky, it's not only the future, it's also the past.
Yes.
Well, I guess it would be more of the, I mean, technically.
And you are seeing it in your here and now only.
Right, we're only, yeah, exactly. We see Fibonacci's in space and in galaxies, and is Fibonacci not the universal construct?
This universe.
This universe,
yes.
Okay. This universe meaning our visible universe, or just our solar system? Did the rules change when we start going into other, I guess.
Understand that what you can perceive is of that same matter, that is the glasses you are looking through, you see.
Right. Okay.
So, but there will be a point where you discover universes, in a sense, that have a different construct.
Yes.
Geometrical equation.
Not necessarily Fibonacci.
Developed by, yes.
Is it still geometrical or mathematical in
There will always
design?
be a sense of cohesion, a logic to it, in a sense.
And that's where the math comes in. Math is cohesion?
You could translate it that way, yes.
Okay.
If you use numbers as a language.
So has the sixth hybrid race, humanity, have we interacted with ourselves? Have they come back into our timeline?
Many of you are. And more speaking to future versions of yourselves. From my future Earth, from the new Earth.
Are you familiar with the Rendlesham Forest incident in Bentwaters? It's a famous UFO sort of event where several military personnel over the course of 3 days interacted with a craft in England in the 1980s, I think in 1980.
Not familiar, it's through this channel.
Okay.
Yet you could keep on describing and we can tune in through you.
There was several servicemen who had interacted with a craft, very small.
What type of craft? Craft, do you have images?
It was triangular in shape, had a round, sort of spherical shape in the middle, and it seemed almost too small for any one person or being to actually be inside of it, so maybe it was a drone of sorts. Hypnotic regressions were done later to reveal binary code messages. The binary code has been translated, and what seems to show several sacred spots on the planet as far as
landing.
Yes, landing spots. Yes,
correct.
In the future. Was that interaction from future 6 hybrid race humans? The airmen themselves felt it wasn't extraterrestrial per se, but they always felt it was us from the future, humanity, human from the future.
There is both energies present, hybrid and human. So yes, it is from a time frame where they were interacting closely, working together, and traveling together.
And this might help with the information. So that was a secret nuclear base. People felt that the interaction were sort of warning and maybe checking on those weapons of mass destruction.
Yes, they came to show their faces for a reason.
Yeah.
Because this basis was familiar with tests being done before.
I see.
And interfered with on purpose.
Yes. Okay.
In this case, they were considering certain steps in that direction of certain tests. and the ship was sent to interact with some of them, to show them, we also see you.
I see. They're not alone, yes. And
that
this has
they
happened...
love themselves
Yes.
too much to play with matches like that.
Yes. And this is sort of the story since the 1940s, since the kids started playing with matches.
Yes.
With the first atomic test in White Sands, New Mexico.
Yes. Let's say that there is a timeline in which you could merrily go along that way of playing with matches.
Right.
And we all got to see where that will lead you.
I see.
So we traveled back a little to offer you, to co-create with you, new possibility for the future, as you understand it to be.
And that's what we're playing out right now.
Yes, you have crossed the threshold. You have already decided that you would not destroy your Earth with that specific tool in that sense. You have already agreed upon that on a higher level as the humanity that is present on this version of planet right here, right now.
And this was the 2012 marking point?
Before even.
Oh, before, okay. Harmonic convergence in 1987, would that be?
Closer, yes.
One of those marker points? I see.
Closer to that year.
I see.
Although again, we can't pinpoint exactly, for this is organic.
Sure.
All numbers in that sense, also your 2012 day, are more or less symbolic. Some people were already beyond that in their own evolution, you might say.
Sure, sure. Yeah, it's more of a general guideline for the collective.
Yes.
And every individual is going to vary from that point.
For that tipping of the scales moment that you understand as your 2012 December was created by all of those people that had already tipped that point, you see. They had become such a group that they could tip the scale for the rest of the planet in a sense. Yet they had, in their experience of reality, already manifested that for themselves. They were already experiencing slightly more positive than negative energies for themselves. They helped tip the scale for the majority, so you could all tap into that easily, quicker, faster.
Right. And the more individuals who create that perception, then create that reality. Then go into that timeline where those nasty things don't exist.
Where you can celebrate together.
Correct.
That all those nasty things have brought you where you are today.
Right.
Because you transformed it, you integrated it.
Right.
You stopped basically calling them nasty.
Right.